catching this really cool Pokemon.
Okay.
So what are you up to?
We have this media history presentation due next week, and we don't have nothing.
Is it actually due next week?
Yeah.
I forgot.
How could you forget? It's worth 25% of our mark.
I'm sorry, Sam. I was playing video games. Overwatch is life, you know.
Okay, so what are we doing then?
Do you want to just discuss ideas? Like
Sure.
Okay, like we already have our topic, media censorship. We can just talk about that.
Okay. Hey, do you want to do a trivia video, maybe?
That would be pretty cool.
How would we do that?
Well, you have flashcards. You could, you can ask me questions and I can answer them and stuff like that.
True. Okay, let's do it.
All right, we got an idea, fam.
Okay, so I came up with all the questions that need to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thinking isn't my strong suit.
Okay, so I came up with all the questions. So, do you want to research them?
Sure.
Okay.
You're the boss.
Okay. First one. What is media censorship?
What is media censor? How do you spell censorship? Oh, thank you. You're the boss. I'm sorry. Okay, so media censorship is the censorship of media.
And?
Oh, you want me to expand?
Yes!
Oh, okay. So it's basically the censorship of free speech, what people information they get from the media, and yeah, that's basically what it is, censoring what the media puts out to the public.
Makes sense. Okay, second question. Who started to censor media?
Who started to, how do you spell censor again?
Oh, here, just copy it.
I'm gonna keep this with me.
Okay.
Censor media. Well, according to this, it was really early on, and it was actually the church, because it was when the written language was first coming out, like books and all. And the church back then was the main source of information. Everyone was really religious, and they believed that God was the source of all their information. So, but when written text came out, it was the first form of mass media where the public could read, and basically the church was afraid that if they found out the truth, or if the poor basically got more knowledge of what was going on, they would uprise against them. So that's when they started censoring media. So I guess it started with the church, the Catholic Church.
To prevent uprising.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Third question. Why did people start censoring media?
Just answer that question.
Okay.
Come on, boss.
Okay. How do different cultures affect censorship? Does that make sense? How do different cultures affect censorship? Sure.
Well, you and I have different cultures. How does your culture affect censorship?
Well, basically the same as North America, honestly. I don't see a difference.
Pokemon! What about...
Focus!
But there's a...
Focus!
I'm sorry.
Focus. You want to get an A on this? Get that 100%?
Yes.
Do you want to go to university?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Do you want to get into BFTV?
Yes!
Stay!
Okay.
I almost broke your laptop.
I'm sorry.
Okay, how do different cultures affect censorship?
I feel like it depends on based on where the culture is. Because I know places like North Korea, they censor a lot of what their citizens see. They want to shape themselves as the best image to the citizens. And basically they control basically all foreign media outlets there, and they don't let them absorb any other culture into their own media.
Which is pretty scary.
Yeah. And whereas for Western media, it's not as strict, but there is some censorship, but most of it's free with what people see. So yeah, I guess it based on the country or culture.
How about for you?
For me?
Yes.
Well, in my culture, there is censorship, but there's been an easing up of censorship throughout these years. I'm like in India, so it used to be very strict, but now they're becoming, I guess, more westernized in the way they broadcast media.
Yeah, same with my culture. We don't. It's basically the same as North America. Nothing too different.
Yeah, Bollywood is. Yeah.
Next question. How has censorship regulations changed as media evolved?
Do you want to repeat that?
How has censorship regulations changed as media evolved?
What's a regulation?
Rules or regulations.
Oh, that's easy. I think it's because as the technology and like it's evolved over the centuries, and so has media, they've had to come up with more ways to like, I guess, censor it, like, or control it, because the first one of media, as we said earlier, was written language.
Yep.
But then over the time it's evolved to telegraph, eventually telephones, and now we have stuff like the internet, TV, radio, so it's more easily accessible and more people can access it. So I feel like they've had to come up with more rules and like evolve the rules to meet the evolution of media.
Okay. How has media censorship affect society?
I don't know, I feel pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like we don't need to censor that much. I feel like there's lots of conspiracy theories behind the government censoring.
Man, I don't care. As long as I can watch Game of Thrones freely, I don't give a shit, to be honest.
Last question, opinion based. Should media be censored?
What's the right answer?
Google it.
Should media... What's your opinion?
Honestly, I have to think about it, but
I say yes. And here's why. Because a lot of what you broadcast on media can affect certain people differently. Like you could, like even if you have like the best intentions, it could end up making a lot of problems. Like for example, the movie The Interview, you know, like North Korea movie. Like they were making a statement on North Korean politics and like sending a message about what North Korea is, but North Korea almost went to war with the U.S. Like you probably heard about the Sony hack that happened like when the movie came out. So I feel like it should be censored, but it should be also filtered. Not censored, but more of a filter in the censorship. So that's that's just me. That was a pretty funny movie though.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
That's great.
Dave Skylark.
Okay, that's all the questions we have.
Can I go play Pokemon now?
No,
Why?
because you need to edit. Go edit the video.
Shouldn't we film it first?
Right. Shit.
See, I can be smart too. And you can be dumb too. Alright, let's start recording this thing. I'll go get the camera.
Oh, this is gonna be a long night.
My shit.